now we got 3 vehicles on the racetrack at the same time.
So these are the pro trucks here at Colorado National Speedway, and it's championship night for these drivers as well, as Troy Withar in the 5W leads the pack in time, 17.220. Nope, not anymore. The 3C. This is a name we'll recognize, Jeffrey. Cassidy Hines.
Hey.
In the 3C truck. Timothy Duvall in the 71 goes to second now. There's Hines crossing the line and does improve her time. 17.139, so it goes down to the into the ones. Now she's just a little under. I should say she is about 2 1/4 tenths.
Am I losing my mind, or did one of our trucks disappear? The 71 isn't in the infield. He must have pulled off, but oh yeah, you see that bottoming out.
Yeah, this is Steve Johnson in the 11 machine.
And we're probably
Paul Heimler in the 88.
Probably going to see that as the lights start going down.
Good point. It is shady all the way around Colorado National. Steve Johnson, top of the board, 17.028. Will get ahead of Cassidy by about a tenth, a little more than a tenth of a second. Jeff Walbaum third, Cassidy Hines second. That's your top 3. Heimler crosses the line, currently 6th of 6 trucks. So now we're sending them 3 at a piece. Pretty soon we're going to have to start charging double. Brian Yackey in the 22, Tyler Davis in the 33, and the 7 of Adam Deines. I don't know how to say that. D-E-I-N-E-S.
D-E-I-N-E-S?
Bless you?
Deines, maybe?
Well, Adam goes top of the board. 7 truck, you can't miss it. Highlighter yellow up at the top of the board with a 16.958. Goes sub 16s now.
And this, the 22, having the last name Yackey.
All the pressure in the world.
I was going to say, that's a name we're familiar with.
Bruce the Moose, Brett Yackey, and now we got Brian Yackey. Apparently the Yackeys only name their first name starting with a B.
Now this truck has, look at the exhaust coming out. This thing's a full-on cab.
That's a truck. That's a 34 of Rudy Vanderwall. We see him compete in super late models out at Tucson Speedway on the 2 trips we make out there. Brian Weinmaster in the 28 and the 6. Where did he go? 65E of Chris Eggleston. Down the back straightaway. Another super late model ringer here at Colorado National. Crossing the line now. And Eggleston goes to 4th. So Adam in the 7, your fast time so far. Brian Yackey, Tyler Davis, Chris Eggleston, and Steve Johnson rounding out your top 5. Look at that. Sun is setting off to the west. You see the sun rays.
Setting up for a beautiful evening here at Colorado National Speedway.
There's the air conditioning unit right there.
Very nice. And yellow wheels.
That's the 82 truck. Michael Scott, former Chili Willy winner out at Tucson Speedway.
Now I know we didn't make any office jokes.
We have before.
Okay.
This is the number 08 truck.
Thomas. That's your truck, Tommy.
And by the way, Krystal Faulkingham in the 08 machine goes 7th, but to the top of the board to 0.
What were you about to say?
Hey, top of the board is 82 of Michael Scott. The 08 was on a lap. Krystal was on her way to the top of the board, but just got a little bit too loose coming out of turn number 4. Talk about a front row seat.
Yeah, you just qualify so you can see things from the infield. I think this might be our last 2 trucks.
Well, this is the number 90 of Chase Elliott. Jason Groff, one of the rookie competitors here. And Curtis Heldenbrand in the number 9 truck. Should be our last 2 here for qualifying at Colorado National. Jason will come out of turn number 4, 15th.
And the lights have turned on.
And the 9 to the line. Second fastest for Curtis Heldenbrand. 98 thousandths of a second off of your fast time.
I think the PA just woke up in our ears.
Wait.
Don't do that. Don't do it, Tommy. We're on Facebook. You're going to get us in trouble. I don't even know.
I don't think we could get copyrighted for that one. So
Tommy just had the look of an evil mad scientist.
There was an issue apparently with PA. They're working on getting that fixed here locally at the track. But that is your truck qualifying session. Curtis Heldenbrand, Michael Scott, Adam Deines, I don't know. I feel like I sneeze every time I say that. Brian Yackey, Tyler Davis. If you have a pronunciation on the 7, please let us know. And that is your Pro Truck qualifying session coming up. So the Colorado National Speedway Pro Trucks, the Matco Tools Pro Trucks.
So now you got to really work on getting that number 7 name right, because Adam, and you got it, Deines, is our point leader heading into this event. 4 points ahead of the 22 of Brian Yackey. The 9 of Curtis Heldenbrand is 8 points back. All 3 of those drivers could leave with the championship here tonight. So where are they starting? The 9 is starting on the pole. That's fun. The 22 is starting in row number 2. That's fun. And the 7 is starting alongside. So all of our points contenders right in the same area. How aggressive will they drive each other? Deines, Yackey, and Heldenbrand. This will be fun.
This will be. So Heldenbrand, Scott, Deines, Yackey, Davis, and Eggleston. Your first 3 rows as we go green for 20 laps of Pro Truck Racing.
These trucks carry some speed through the corners.
Yes, they do. So your early leader, Heldenbrand, Curtis Heldenbrand over Michael Scott. Battle is for 3rd, Deines. Holding on to that 3rd spot. Brian Yackey trying to sneak into line. Now these trucks are sealed off on the racetrack.
Lots of sparks being thrown from the number 7.
Keep your eyes on the black and yellow 65. Chris Eggleston, a shoe around here, picked up many wins, currently running in 5th. We also have a battle there for the 7th spot. Make it all a big battle for 6th. Tyler Davis, 33 truck. Tyler Wiggans in the number 50.
And the 7 has Yackey all over him.
Brian Yackey, Alan Deines. That's a battle for 3rd.
And this affects that points battle. The 7 machine is your points leader.
And cannot afford to lose any more spots. Why? Well, because you want as many points as you can get.
And the next main event, which we will see tonight, is double points. They're still side by side.
Yeah, Yackey down low in the white number 22 truck.
Oh, in the wall! The 7 machine smacked the wall out of turn number 4.
But does it slow him down? It might, as Eggleston to the inside now. 65 machine. Going to try to sneak into that gap.
Not a lot of damage on the right side, but the tires certainly are wider than they started. Almost got up into the wall again out of turn number 2. These trucks carry a lot of speed out of the corners. You can just see, watch how they kind of flirt with the wall.
Yeah. That momentum wants to carry you to the wall. We got battles going into turn number 1.
Yeah, we do.
And this involved the 3C of Cassidy Hines, 33 of Tyler Davis. That's a battle for 8th.
71 got a little bit of help. Excuse me, coming through. As things calm down amongst our top competitors.
Halfway flags in the air. 10 down, 10 laps to go.
As a race fan, you certainly get your money's worth here at Colorado National Speedway.
Now we're taking a look. Oh, the door slam. Rudy Vanderwall in the 34.
They're not getting along very well.
And that's the 71 of Timothy Duvall.
They're not getting along very well. Okay, I didn't know how that was going to end.
And that was a battle for 11th. Not no more. Single file around the racetrack as your leader, Curtis Heldenbrand, has himself a nice 1.8 second gap
and
ahead of the 82 of Michael Scott.
This is all working against your point leader right now. You see, falling off from the rest of the pack, the number 7 machine.
Deines, now he can breathe a little bit comfortably, only because at the pace that they're running, he should not lose any more spots. I don't want to jinx him, but he's got himself a pretty good size gap.
I'll add one to that if we stay green.
If we stay green. Yeah, that wall contact, that might have knocked enough toe out to where he's settling for 5th right now.
Now, one driver who doesn't want to lose a position is that 22 of Yackey.
5 laps to go.
And he's getting a lot of pressure from behind sideways.
And Eggleston with the move to the inside. Battle for 3rd. Brian Eggleston. I just mixed the two.
Yes, you did.
Brian Yackey stuck on the outside. But, Jeffrey, I feel like the outside line can hold enough. Maybe not the full race, but when you're in a pack, you can actually work that outside potentially to your advantage if that inside is stacked up. Eggleston gets by, seals the deal out of turn number 4, and moves up to 3rd.
Now can Yackey remount? The offensive lost time there. Looks like that truck just struggles on exit. The one that's not struggling, your leader, the number 9. Driver that had to make up the most time here, the most points.
Curtis Heldenbrand just took it to him in this first 20-lapper. White flag waves and extends his lead from the last update I gave you. Almost doubles that gap. Just about 3 seconds ahead of Michael Scott out of turn number 4. Curtis Heldenbrand in the 9 truck. Checkered flag. Your winner in the first of 2 Pro Truck main events.
Eggleston was coming there for the 2nd spot. Didn't get there in time.
Now, why is that important, Jeffrey? Because the next race, the 2nd and final race of the season for these trucks, 30 laps, 10 laps longer than the race distance of this race.
All right, so let's do the math. Deines finished 5th. He lost 1 point to the 22, which means those drivers are now within 3 points of each other. That's going to translate to 2 positions. So that'll be -3. Heldenbrand wins the race, finishes first. And he gained 4 points. So it's 3 and 4.
It's going to be good.
Race fans on the track right now, these are your Matco Tools Pro Trucks. Race fans, this is your wave lap for the Pro Trucks. Give these drivers a wave and a cheer as they head by. Putting on some great racing all year long, and this is their final championship feature for you. Here is your lineup for this feature race of the Matco Tools Pro Trucks. On the front row, the 33 of Tyler Davis and the 11 of Steve Johnson. Row 2, the 50 of Tyler Wiggans and the 7 of Adam Deines. Row 3, the 22 of Brian Yackey and the 65 of Chris Eggleston. Row 4, the 82 of Michael Scott and the 9 of Curtis Heldenbrand. Row 5, the 3 of Cassidy Hines and the 85 of Jeff Walbaum. In row 6, the 34 of Rudy Vanderwall and the 71 of Timothy Duvall. In row 7, the 5 of Troy Whittar and the 90 of Jason Groff. In row 8, the 28 of Brian Weinmaster and the 8 of Krystal Faulkingham. And in our final row, the 88 of Paul Himmler. 30 laps the distance for this feature race. Here we come to the north end of the Speedway with Tyler Davis leading the way. Eyes to the flag stand. Green flag, we're racing! Side by side through most of the field, Steve Johnson making a move on the high side to grab the lead away from Tyler Davis. Steve Johnson making a good move up there, making the high side work in that 11 truck. Adam Deines, your points leader, in that highlighter yellow number 7, trying to get in that second position. Steve Johnson, we've got some great side-by-side racing behind him. Adam Deines battling for that second spot with Tyler Davis down low. Curtis Heldenbrand all over the rear end of the 7 truck, going to make it 3 wide on the backstretch. No, he backs out of it. Adam Deines into that second spot, trying to get in front of that Tyler Davis truck, just can't quite get there yet. Steve Johnson, whoa, 3 wide on the backstretch. Curtis Heldenbrand in the middle. He's going to grab 2 spots in 1 pass. Look at that move by the 9 truck. So it's Steve Johnson, then Curtis Heldenbrand. Adam Deines into that 3rd spot. Tyler Davis down low in the 4th spot. Then it's the 22 of Brian Yackey. Oh, we got trouble sideways there. Tyler Wiggans in front of the field. 4 or 5 cars involved. Tyler Wiggans got loose and got turned sideways and collected 4 other trucks in turn 4. Signal from the flag stand means this lineup is good. Gonna get these trucks lined up side by side. It's 1 to go at the stripe. 1 to go at the stripe till we go back to green flag racing. come through turn 4. Green flag, we're racing. Steve Johnson out front, then it's Curtis Heldenbrand. Adam Deines in that third spot. It's side by side with Brian Yackey and Tyler Davis behind him. Here comes Curtis Heldenbrand on the backstretch looking for the lead. Side by side in turn 3. Heldenbrand the inside. Johnson the outside. Give the lead to the 9 truck. Meanwhile, Brian Yackey trying to go past Adam Deines. That's your points championship fight. They're side by side. Give that spot to the 22 of Brian Yackey. Eggleston now trying to go past the 7 of Adam Deines. So Deines needs to get on his horse if he's going to hang on to this championship. Curtis Heldenbrand out front. Then it's Steve Johnson. Brian Yackey in that third spot. 20 laps to go. 20 to go. Curtis Heldenbrand opening up a few car lengths lead on Steve Johnson. Trouble, turn 4. Timothy Duvall sideways. Krystal Faulkingham sideways. We stay green for the moment. Yellow flag will come out, though, as Krystal Faulkingham sits sideways in the racing line. So track officials once again checking the lineup here. Got to make sure we get this right on championship night. You can see the 71 truck of Timothy Duvall moving to his right position on the speedway. Center from the flag stand means 1 to go at the stripe. We're headed back towards green flag racing this time by. So 1 to go at the stripe for these pro trucks. Curtis Heldenbrand is your leader. Steve Johnson to his outside in the 11 truck. Then it's the 22 of Brian Yackey and the 65 of Chris Eggleston. Adam Deines in the 7 truck. And the 90 of Chasing Groff to his outside. Those are your first 3 rows as we head to the north end of the speedway. 19 laps the distance. Here we go. Green flag. We're racing. Steve Johnson trying to make that high side work around Curtis Heldenbrand. We're side by side through the entire field. Curtis Heldenbrand trying to battle back on the low side. Brian Yackey looking for any way by as well. So it's Curtis Heldenbrand, your leader. Then it's side by side for second with Steve Johnson on the high side and Brian Yackey on the low side. That high side was working for Johnson earlier. He's got to make it work again to get that second spot away from the 22 truck. Here comes Brian Yackey. Halfway sign is up. Curtis Heldenbrand, your leader. So it's Heldenbrand out front, then Brian Yackey under attack from the 65 of Chris Eggleston. That's the battle for second. Steve Johnson, he's going to be in that 4th spot, and Adam Deines hanging on to 5th right now in the 7 truck. It'll be 13 to go at the line now. 13 to go for Curtis Heldenbrand. Chris Eggleston getting to the inside corner of Brian Yackey. Here comes Eggleston battling for that second spot. And Yackey needs every position he can get, so you can bet he'll be battling hard all the way around. It's going to be 12 to go at the line. 12 to go. A little further back, Adam Deines under attack from Michael Scott. Adam Deines also can't afford to drop positions, so look for wheel-to-wheel racing there with the 7 and 82. Curtis Heldenbrand, well, we got trouble there in turn 2. We're going to stay green on track. Krystal Faulkingham is going to park over there inside turn 2. So it's Curtis Heldenbrand out front. It's going to be 9 to go at the line. 9 to go at the line. Krystal Faulkingham back under power and rolling on the back stretch. Might end up being some traffic here for Curtis Heldenbrand, so keep an eye on the leader. Headed through turn 4. It's going to be 8 laps to go at the line. 8 to go for Curtis Heldenbrand. Trouble turn 1. 82 of Michael Scott is sideways. We're going to stay green on track. Another kart truck gets sideways. That's a 71 of Timothy Duvall. We are still green on track. So we stay green. Curtis Heldenbrand is your leader in the 9 truck. The 9 truck here on the front stretch is your leader. The 65 in the second spot. Then it's Brian Yackey in the 22 truck. Five to go. 5 to go. Curtis Heldenbrand continues to lead in the 9 truck. So it's Heldenbrand out front, being chased by the 65 of Chris Eggleston. That's the battle for the feature win. Brian Yackey in the 3rd spot. Here comes Adam Deines trying to make a move to get up to the 11 truck of Steve Johnson. So keep your eye on the 7 truck of Adam Deines trying to pick up positions here and win a championship in that 7 truck. 3 laps to go for Curtis Heldenbrand, your leader, rolling through turns 1 and 2. The 9 truck is your leader on the backstretch now. Curtis Heldenbrand, your leader. Two laps to go. 2 to go for Curtis Heldenbrand out front. Trying to sweep both features tonight in that 9 truck. Curtis Heldenbrand working on the 82 truck of Michael Scott, trying to put Michael Scott a lap down. 1 lap to go now. 1 more time around. Curtis Heldenbrand well out in front of Chris Eggleston. Just got to hang on for 2 more corners to pick up a feature win. Here is your winner, Curtis Heldenbrand in the 9 truck. So Curtis Heldenbrand picks up the feature win. Then it's Chris Eggleston, Brian Yackey, Steve Johnson, and Adam Deines rounding out your top 5. One more time, race fans, let's hear it for the 9 truck of Curtis Heldenbrand, your feature winner with the Matco Tools Pro Trucks. Curtis Heldenbrand getting the helmet off inside that race truck. So getting unhooked from the race truck here is Curtis Heldenbrand. He'll have a chat with me here in a second after picking up 2 feature wins tonight. Helmet is off. Here he comes out of the race truck. It's Curtis Heldenbrand, your feature winner. Up on the roof of the car. One more thing to celebrate, Curtis. With that win, you are the unofficial champion by 3 points. What a drive. 2 feature wins tonight. Curtis, come have a chat with me here. Curtis, a heck of a drive tonight. 2 feature wins in a row. That's got to feel great.
Yeah, you know, this is incredible. The last time we were here was in 2020, and there wasn't a soul out here in that side. So I appreciate all of you guys coming out. This is incredible. Without you guys, we can't be here. So I appreciate you guys coming out, my sponsors, my fiance, my kids. Man, this is a dream come true.
And let's talk about dreams coming true. You came in tonight 3rd in the points. You pick up 2 feature wins, and now, unofficially, the champion of the Matco Tools Pro Trucks.
Yeah, you know, words can't describe how I feel. This truck class is amazing. These guys are tough to race against. You know, going into turn 2 there, going 3 wide, we didn't have any other option but to do that. You know, Deines, I respect him. He's a great driver. His fun runner with Eggleston, Mike Scott, man, I can't appreciate him enough. After the first practice, we lost our clutch, and he stepped up and got a clutch for us. So it was a struggle, and I love racing with all these guys.
Tough competition. It's a family competition. You guys work hard all year long.
Yeah, we work hard, and for all the young people out there, if you have dreams, chase them, because they ain't going to chase you back. And I'd like to also thank my Lord and Savior for this opportunity. I appreciate him more than anything in this world.
Race fans, let's hear it for him. It's Curtis Heldenbrand, your feature winner tonight and your unofficial Matco Tools Pro Truck champion. So our friends from Matco Tools out here on the track for a special victory lane photos with him as well. So Matco Tools is going to have these victory lane photos underway. Then they're going to hand off a couple banners. Once again, Matco Tools banner that Curtis Heldenbrand, our unofficial champion and our double feature winner tonight, is going to sign that and hand it off to a lucky fan here at the flag stand in front of all of our fans here at CNS. Still to come tonight, 50-lap feature with the Outlaw Figure Eights. Who's here for the Outlaw Figure Eights? Let me hear ya. And we're not done with you yet. After that, the Winnar Racing Crazy Trains tonight. Lots of great action still ahead here at Matco Tools Championship Night. While I have a second here, while we get the victory lane photos underway, I do want to remind you that tomorrow, Drift, Colorado will be in action right here at CNS starting at 3 o'clock. That's Drift, Colorado. The final event of their championship season will be contested right here at CNS tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Also, next week, Saturday, October 1st, it is Sunbelt Rentals Championship Night with the Super Late Models, the Super Stocks, our Figure 8 Racers, and Circle Drags all 1 week from tonight. So still lots of great racing ahead, not only tonight, but later on in our schedule as we wrap up 2022. So Curtis is putting his autograph on these Matco Tools banners. He's got 2 banners to hand off to a lucky race fan here. Getting a souvenir from our unofficial 2022 Matco Tools Pro Truck champion.
Lots of Curtis Heldenbrand fans down here looking to pick up these Matco Tools banners. Passing it through the fence to some of our youngest race fans. There you go, race fans. Banners handed off from Curtis Heldenbrand. Let's hear it one more time for your double feature winner and your unofficial champion for the Matco Tools Pro Trucks. It's Curtis Heldenbrand.
Race fans, one more time, let's hear for your Matco Tools Pro Trucks unofficial champion, Curtis Heldenbrand. Celebrations from Curtis Heldenbrand, your 2022 unofficial Matco Tools Pro Trucks champion. So your champion there, the 2022 unofficial Matco Tools Pro Truck champion, Curtis Heldenbrand. One more special announcement to hand off. A happy birthday goes out to Grammy Tammy from your family. So happy birthday to Tammy. Looking down to the lineup chute outside turn 4. The Outlaw Figure 8 Racers coming out for their feature event. I'm going to hand off the microphone to their traveling touring series announcer, Will. Will, here you go.